my face cold. Let it snow. Rolly ghost. Let it snow. Say she cold. Come on.
Hey y'all, what's up, what's good? Please excuse my mother vacuuming in the background. If you can hear some noise, that's what that is. But today I'm going to be showing you guys everything that I crocheted this year. I will be excluding a couple Christmas gifts because I know some of my friends watch my videos, so I'm not going to be including that. But yeah, I'm going to be showing you guys everything else that I crocheted this year. I recently learned to crochet earlier this year, I believe, or like late last year. So I'm just recently getting into crochet, but I have been loving it. I've been doing a lot of crocheting. I've made a few garments. I made a lot of hats, and I even made one blanket. That's a gift, but they're not gonna be watching this video, so I can definitely show that to you guys. I've even sold a few things, nothing crazy. I did a few custom for one of my clients. I'm not gonna be including that because she has those items and I don't have any pictures of them, but that was like early on. The more you crochet, the better you get, basically. So I feel like now I am way better than the first things I've created. I'm very blessed that I'm able to say that I've grown in my talent and I'm way better than when I first started. So crochet is very fun to me, so I just want to show you guys some of the things that I've created. I have done a video crocheting for like 24 hours straight or something like that. I'll put that in the cards above, but I definitely do want to do a crochet tutorial for you guys because I want to see how many of my followers, how many of my subscribers like crochet like I love crochet. Okay, so let's start off at the beginning. One of the first things that I learned how to make were crochet ruffle hats. We love a ruffle hat. Like, I saw this on so many girls and I was like, I need to figure out how to make that. I even have a crochet friend over on Instagram who makes beautiful ruffle hats, and she sells them and then she puts like people's sorority on them. She's like really good at it. So I was always very inspired to make these, and I absolutely love these. I want to make more of them. I can't show y'all how it looks good right now, but I'll have like other videos in my reels and stuff. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at Everything by Maja, of what this hat looks like on a head and on my head. But I absolutely love these hats because they're so easy to make. You can use a really big hook size and it doesn't take long. I even made one of these for a client from Mardi Gras. She asked for it and I was literally done in a day. It doesn't take long at all. I love a dramatic ruffle. I think I might make another one of these maybe for my birthday, but this was like one of the first hats I ever made and I love it so much. So after I made that first hat, I made this ruffle hat, and as you can see, this one is super chunky and super cute. Everything that you do with chunky yarn literally takes no time at all, so this one was super quick. I wasn't in love with how this one turned out. As you can see, it kind of like comes to a point almost, but once it's on my head you can't tell at all. I wish that the ruffles were a little bit more pronounced, but I actually ran out of yarn. And when I was first starting out, I was just going off of cute colors, but I wasn't like getting enough of what I needed, and especially because it's a hat, it took a lot of yarn, so basically I ran out. But it's still very cute. I still wear it. It's very warm on my head, that's for sure. But as you can see from the little videos, it's very cute on me, and I love the pink. I love the colors in this, so I'm gonna definitely still wear it, but it's not my favorite make. I definitely feel like I can make this a little bit better now, but this is like the second hat that I made. Now, when I first started out, all I was making was hats, so then I wanted like a bucket hat, and I saw, I'm gonna try to see if I can find my inspiration picture. This is what I wanted to create. I love the hats that are using like a lot of scrap material and hats that have some texture. So I made this and I love it. Like, there's so many details in it if you like look really closely. I have a bunch of different yarns in it, and a couple of the yarns that I used were just like color changing yarns, but I also used different scraps that I had previously. Before I learned how to crochet, I knew how to knit. I took a class with my mom when I was 9 for my birthday, and I knew how to knit, so I brought a bunch of yarn when I was 9 and then completely stopped knitting. So I had scraps from back then, and that's what I used on this hat. I really do love how it came out. I wear this one like the most out of all of them. I love this hat, and I want to make another hat probably more similar to my inspiration picture. And I felt like this one was a little big. I feel like I could make it a little bit smaller, but this was my first time doing a bucket hat, but I really do love it. I wear this one all the time. So since we're talking about hats, let me show you guys my newest creations. These are my chunky satin lined beanies. So I recently made these beanies. Now these beanies are for sale because I realized as a hairstylist I need most of my hats, especially in the winter, because in the summer I can understand that having a satin lined hat probably will be a little hot and it's going to make your scalp sweat a little bit. But when it comes to protecting your hair, that is one of my goals. When it comes to traditional beanies or beanies that's made out of wool, it can cause friction, it can cause breakage and frizz. So I was like, let me line some beanies with satin so that you can have your hair protected while looking cute. Now this is completely made with chunky yarn. I crocheted it. I have two versions of this one. One is ribbed and one is not. I completely hand sewed this applique on there, so this is beading right here that I sewed on the hat, and then all the hats are completely satin lined, so you can completely reverse it and see that it's basically a bonnet in here. And I sewed this on there by hand also. I'm very proud of these hats. I really do love them. It's something that I would wear and will wear this season myself. I also have a reel on this one also. I really do love this idea. I think it's very smart and it's very useful because I'm all about protecting your hair and not causing unnecessary breakage, especially in places that it is way more colder and you have to wear a hat all the time. I'm in the South, so we don't really have to wear a warm hat all the time. Like right now, it's December 3rd and it's like 69 degrees outside and I'm pretty warm. I'm like about to sweat. So we don't need it all the time, but I thought it would just be cute for anyone who does need it. I do sell these. Very cute. And you know I love to satin line things. If you are not new to this channel, you know that back in the day I made a satin lined hoodie. That became a very popular video. I love making things satin lined to protect my hair. So this is my first hat right here. Very chunky, very cute. Now another rendition of that hat that I did out of like the same little chunky material is this ponytail chunky beanie. I hand sewed these little acrylic flowers on there. They're so cute. They have a little diamond in the middle. It goes so well with this yarn. You can get this yarn from Joann's, or you can even find certain colors at Walmart. I made this, and what makes it so fun is that it has a hole at the top of the hat for your ponytail or bun, and this one is satin lined also. It's satin lined with this pretty pink color. As you can see straight through it, and I thought this was so convenient even for me when it eventually is colder in Louisiana. If I want to wear my ponytail or my braids and not have too much bulk or a bun, because I know some people love to wear their ponytails and buns like my mom, she can also wear her hat without smushing down her ponytail and she can just pull it out the hole. I really love this hat. This hat also has like a little ribbed effect, which I love. That's where the flowers are, on the ribbed. And like I said, it's completely hand sewn and like has a whole satin bonnet inside, so it's going to protect your hair and not mess up your ponytail style. That is something that is so important to me. Now let's get into clothes. Okay, one of the first clothing items that I crocheted definitely took me the longest. It was a little discouraging. I started it and then I did not like how it was coming out. I was following someone's tutorial, then I started freestyling out of nowhere, and then it started to look like a clown outfit. It wasn't working out for me. But as you can see from the videos that I'm showing you, I had a lot of different processes with this dress. I wanted it done for a certain event, and that is not what happened because I just had to figure it out. It took a lot of yarn, first of all, and then it's a lot of colors. I feel like the dress would have been way more effective and way more cute if I would have done and stuck to one color, because it has so much going on. So I have the cups right here, and the cups are really cute. It has like some lace detail on the outside of the cups, and then I want to make sure that it wasn't revealing at all. I want to be fully covered. Then I have a mesh around the stomach. Then I have like this cute little design right here, which I was basically trying out everything. This dress really taught me a lot about crochet. It taught me how to make things work, and especially when it comes to garments. So I was trying a lot of different stuff out. This little pattern right here. And then for the skirt, I thought I wanted it to ruffle, and then I was like, no. With my butt, it wasn't working out to have two smaller ruffles, so I just did like a slight ruffle, but it's mainly just a circle skirt. And I changed colors a lot. Maybe I should have made the skirt one color. And then I have a cute little lace trim on it, which I love. This is like one of my favorite parts of the whole outfit. I love that I put it white, and it's just so well made. Like, if you look up close on this dress, like, you're not going to find that many errors because I took my time with this dress. If I made a mistake, I had to go and fix it. So even in the back, I have where I can basically tighten up the back of the dress because it was like hanging down. Like I was really figuring out how to problem solve all of the issues with this dress, so I really learned a lot. Is it my favorite thing I've created? Not really, but it was definitely one of the most important because I feel like I could probably make this again in one color and wear it way more often. I do love colorful items, that's why I made it, but it's just not, it's not appropriate for every event. So I might try to make another dress and make it more of a solid color or not such a crazy rainbow. The second garment that I'm going to show you today is this sweater right here. I followed a tutorial where it was like a bolero. A bolero is one of those little tops that's like a little half shirt. Basically, it's basically just sleeves, but I wanted a full sweater. I knew that I was never going to wear a just sleeves item, but this is the sweater right here. Like I said, I love colors, but it's all about the pattern you use. So for this, I was going with like greens, blues. As you can see, I have like a cute little cuff. This is my first time figuring out how to do an arm cuff. The cuff was tighter than the arm, so I had to figure that out. And it is cropped. In all of my items, I tried to put my tag in it, so I have by Maja in it. Now this top right here definitely did not take as long as that dress because I learned some things by then, but I do have some pictures in this and a little video, I think. But I love how this came out. It is so cute. It is one of my favorites. I can wear it off the shoulder or completely on the shoulder. I love that about it. It's going to be so cute to just throw on in this Louisiana winter. I can just put a shirt underneath it and just go about my business. It's not too hot, but it's covered up enough basically. So the last garment that I made that I want to show you is my recent make. It is this shirt right here. I was following one of, oh, and let me tell you, so with this is Belina Bellwood, I think. This is her YouTube channel. This is her pattern right here, and I just made some tweaks and extended it some. And this one is my rendition on one of MJ's Off the Hooks, her patterns. I am subscribed to her YouTube channel and she does such great tutorials. The main thing about learning crochet is just finding the person that you love their tutorials the most. That's the biggest key, because not everyone does crochet tutorials the best. So once you find someone that does it the way you like it, because I know I'm someone who can't read the little crochet charts, I either need to visually see it or I need to read the words out. I love that about her. She has a lot of free patterns, so definitely check her out. And this is one of her patterns. Now on her sweater she did long sleeves, but like I said, in Louisiana it doesn't really get that hot, so I just did like a little ruffle rendition. So like I said, when I crochet I basically build on all my knowledge, so I just figured out how to do this ruffle because I know how to do ruffle hats. I just didn't want it as ruffly, and she taught me how to do this like ribbed neckline, which is so cute. And of course I didn't want to go too crazy with the colors. Like I'm gonna show you guys, there were so many renditions of this shirt. I thought I wanted to add in yellow and I was like, this is too much. I thought I wanted to add in blue. I was like, so this shirt was definitely taken apart a few times. It was quicker because it was all the granny stitch, but you definitely had to, you know, figure out how to make the sleeves different and figure out how to, you know, make this bottom ribbing. I don't feel like the bottom ribbing was totally necessary. I could have left that off because it does make it a little bit tighter right here, but you know, if I want to stretch it out some, all I have to do is block it. I recently figured out how to block my crochet items, and all of this is acrylic yarn. None of it's 100% cotton, so you do have to block it a little bit differently. But yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite things that I've made. It's so cute. It really does look store-bought. That's basically everything that I have crocheted that is wearable. I am still in the beginner stage. I'm still learning a lot about crochet. There are a lot of stitches I still don't know, but I can say that I have conquered one blanket. It is pretty big. I'm not going to completely unroll it for you guys, but this blanket is going to be one of my grandmother's Christmas gifts. So I made this chunky cloud blanket. Once again, everything that I'm doing there is a YouTube tutorial for, so if you guys want to make these for yourself, definitely let me know and I will link the videos, the tutorials for all of these. But this blanket is so beautiful. I do love it, but to me the purples don't like pop enough, but my grandmother's favorite color is purple, so she's getting an all purple blanket. But I definitely do want to make another one of these for my bed. It almost looks quilted and it has like touches of other colors in the middle, but it is so heavy. It's almost like a weighted blanket, and it's so fluffy, and my grandmother's always cold, so this is definitely going to keep her warm. This is definitely one of the favorite things I've made so far, but blankets are really hard to do because my mom makes a lot of crochet blankets, a lot of baby blankets. She's also sold a few, and it's so easy to get off track, and your blanket will no longer be a square or a rectangle, whatever shape you're going for. It'll start to like warp. It's really important to pay attention when you're doing blankets because you definitely are learning a lot about keeping your crochet project in perspective and not just crocheting and not checking on it. You got to open it up, you got to look at it, and you have to count your stitches to make sure that your stitches are staying consistent. So I think that is all that I have crocheted this year. It's not a ton of stuff. A lot of it was like long form things. The quickest things I make are hats, but like I said, crochet is my favorite sitting project. It's my only craft that I can do sitting anywhere. I can do it in the car. I can't paint in the car, I can't sew in the car, but I can crochet. So it's a great traveling project, and it's something to do while you're watching TV. So it's really one of my relaxing hobbies, so I don't stress myself out about trying to crochet things and make it in a certain time frame. I just love to create, and I love to design crochet items. So these are the things that I made this year. If you guys crochet, or if you have a favorite crochet artist, definitely leave them down in the comments below. I'm so interested in crocheting and just different ideas and different things that I can try. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you want to see more of my crocheting journey, it is over on my Instagram at Everything by Maja. I do have a crochet board on my Pinterest, so make sure you check that out. Also, I'll see you guys in my next video.